Acetazolamide belongs to a class of drugs called anticonvulsants, antiglaucoma, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. It mainly sold under brand name of Diamox and Diacarb. It is used in the treatment of glaucoma, drug-induced edema, heart failure-induced edema, epilepsy and in reducing intraocular pressure after surgery. It has also been used in the treatment of altitude sickness, Meniere's disease, increased intracranial pressure and neuromuscular disorders. In epilepsy, the main use of acetazolamide is in menstrual-related epilepsy and as an add-on to other treatments in refractory epilepsy. It has been demonstrated in drug trials to relieve symptoms associated with dural ectasia in individuals with Marfan's syndrome. A 2012 review and meta-analysis found that there was limited supporting evidence, but that acetazolamide may be considered for the treatment of central sleep apnea. It has also been used to prevent methotrexate-induced kidney damage by alkalinizing the urine, hence speeding up methotrexate excretion by increasing its solubility in urine. There is some evidence to support its use to prevent hemiplegic migraine. Acetazolamide is a reversible inhibitor of the carbonic anhydrase enzyme that results in reduction of hydrogen ion secretion at the renal tubule and an increased renal excretion of sodium, potassium, bicarbonate, and water. It can be used as a diuretic or to treat glaucoma as it prevents excessive buildup of aqueous humor. It also inhibits carbonic anhydrase in the central nervous system to minimize abnormal and excessive discharge from CNS neurons. Acetazolamide can be administered to patients with a metabolic alkalosis to promote retention of hydrogen ions at the level of the renal tubule. Mechanism of action: for the reduction of intraocular pressure, acetazolamide inactivates carbonic anhydrase and interferes with the sodium pump, which decreases aqueous humor formation and thus lowers IOP. Systemic effects, however, include increased renal loss of sodium, potassium, and water secondary to the drug's renal tubular effects. Arterial blood gases may show a mild hyperchloremic metabolic acidosis. Dosage for glaucoma. Acetazolamide should be used as an adjunct to the usual therapy. The dosage employed in the treatment of chronic simple, open-angle glaucoma ranges from 250 mg to 1 gram of acetazolamide per 24 hours, usually in divided doses for amounts over 250 mg. It has usually been found that a dosage in excess of 1 gram per 24 hours does not produce an increased effect. In all cases, the dosage should be adjusted with careful individual attention both to symptomatology and ocular tension. Continuous supervision by a physician is advisable. In treatment of secondary glaucoma and in the preoperative treatment of some cases of acute congestive closed-angle glaucoma, the preferred dosage is 250 mg every 4 hours, although some cases have responded to 250 mg twice daily on short-term therapy. In some acute cases, it may be more satisfactory to administer an initial dose of 500 mg followed by 125 mg or 250 mg every 4 hours depending on the individual case. Intravenous therapy may be used for rapid relief of ocular tension in acute cases. A complementary effect has been noted when acetazolamide has been used in conjunction with miotics or mydriatics as the case demanded. Dosage for epilepsy. It is not clearly known whether the beneficial effects observed in epilepsy are due to direct inhibition of carbonic anhydrase in the central nervous system or whether they are due to the slight degree of acidosis produced by the divided dosage. The best results to date have been seen in petit mal in children. Good results, however, have been seen in patients, both children and adults, in other types of seizures such as grand mal, mixed seizure patterns, myoclonic jerk patterns, etc. The suggested total daily dose is 8 to 30 mg per kilogram in divided doses. Although some patients respond to a low dose, the optimum range appears to be from 375 to 1000 mg daily. However, some investigators feel that daily doses in excess of 1 gram do not produce any better results than a 1 gram dose. When acetazolamide is given in combination with other anticonvulsants, it is suggested that the starting dose should be 250 mg once daily in addition to the existing medications. This can be increased to levels as indicated above. The change from other medications to acetazolamide should be gradual and in accordance with usual practice in epilepsy therapy. Dosage for congestive heart failure. For diuresis in congestive heart failure, the starting dose is usually 250 to 375 mg once daily in the morning, 5 mg per kilogram. If after an initial response, the patient fails to continue to lose edema fluid, do not increase the dose but allow for kidney recovery by skipping medication for a day. Acetazolamide yields best diuretic results when given on alternate days, or for 2 days alternating with a day of rest. Failures in therapy may be due to overdosage or too frequent dosage. The use of acetazolamide does not eliminate the need for other therapies such as digitalis, bed rest, and salt restriction. Dosage for drug-induced edema. Recommended dosage is 250 to 375 mg of acetazolamide once a day for 1 or 2 days, alternating with a day of rest. Dosage for acute mountain sickness. Dosage is 500 mg to 1000 mg daily, in divided doses using tablets or sustained release capsules as appropriate. In circumstances of rapid ascent, such as in rescue or military operations, the higher dose level of 1000 mg is recommended. It is preferable to initiate dosing 24 to 28 hours before ascent and to continue for 48 hours while at high altitude, or longer as necessary to control symptoms. Consult doctor if any of these symptoms occurs during taking medication. These are dizziness, lightheadedness, an increased amount of urine, especially during the first few days as your body adjusts to the medication. Other side effects of acetazolamide include blurred vision, dry mouth, drowsiness, loss of appetite, changes in the sense of taste, stomach upset, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, tingling feeling, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, confusion, tiredness, increased body hair, hearing loss, unusual tiredness, persistent. It is not known whether it is safe to consume alcohol with acetazolamide tablet. Please consult your doctor. Acetazolamide tablet may be unsafe to use during pregnancy. Although there are limited studies in humans, animal studies have shown harmful effects on the developing baby. Your doctor will weigh the benefits and any potential risks before prescribing it to you. Please consult your doctor. Acetazolamide tablet is safe to use during breastfeeding. Human studies suggest that the drug does not pass into the breast milk in a significant amount and is not harmful to the baby. Doses of up to 1000 mg daily produce low levels in milk and would not be expected to cause any harmful effects in breastfed babies. Acetazolamide tablet may cause side effects which could affect your ability to drive. Acetazolamide tablet can occasionally cause short-sightedness, drowsiness or confusion which may affect your ability to drive. Acetazolamide tablet should be used with caution in patients with kidney disease. Dose adjustment of acetazolamide tablet may be needed. Please consult your doctor. Use of acetazolamide tablet is not recommended in patients with severe kidney disease. Acetazolamide tablet should be used with caution in patients with liver disease. Dose adjustment of acetazolamide tablet may be needed. Please consult your doctor. Use of acetazolamide tablet is not recommended in patients with severe liver disease.